The top stories: Ethiopia never attempts to trample on interests of other countries to develop. And U.S. warns Gaza conflict could spread in the region. Hello and welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, with the latest news highlights of the hour. I am Tabitha John. To stay with us. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said that there are great benefits we can derive if we enhance our composting practices, particularly in our urban farming efforts. Composting improves soil properties, enables strong plant systems, and increases plant growth and health, the Premier pointed out on his Facebook page. The Memorandum of Understanding signed between Ethiopia and Somaliland is extremely important as it contributes to the stability of the Horn of Africa, the president of Ethiopian Institute of Public Diplomacy in Sweden, Yasin Ahmed, said. In an exclusive interview with ENA, the president noted that the MOU is very important because it meets Ethiopia's ambition to find seaport and enable Somaliland to get shares in the Ethiopian Airlines. The MOU is a culmination of the bilateral relations that have developed since 1991, especially since Ethiopia and the UAE signed an agreement to use the port of Berbera, Yasin said. According to him, the agreement is not only a bilateral agreement between Ethiopia and Somaliland, but a memorandum behind it. He stressed the importance of creating economic integration between countries in order to maintain regional peace and reduce conflicts. Therefore, he urged Africans to support Ethiopia that enters into partnership, which is a milestone for shared interests. In business, addressing the first conference of the Hubei Province Go Global Enterprise Strategic Service Alliance on Monday, Ethiopian ambassador to China, Tefera Derebo, commended the significance of such platforms in enhancing trade economic relations between China and Ethiopia. Ambassador Tefera stated that the companies lauded the conference as an ideal platform to enhance the economic relationship between Hubei Province and Ethiopia. These companies are significantly contributing to job opportunities for Ethiopian youth and generating additional revenue for the country's economy, he explained. In addition to this, he said the country is working closely with the leaders of Wuhan Engineering Group to construct a fertilizer factory in Ethiopia. Ethiopia has developed 29 industrial parks, public and private, to provide investors adequate infrastructure and waste treatment facilities. Ambassador Tefera further reiterated government's commitment to fostering and improving the existing cordial relations with Hubei Province and China at large.
A short drive north of the Ethiopian capital, Addis Ababa, lies the small town of Sululta. It's an agricultural place where the main industry is dairy farming. The sport in question is Yegena Chewata, or Gena for short. It's regarded as the oldest traditional game in Ethiopia and is similar to field hockey.
Firstly, what inspired me to become involved with this traditional game is my desire to preserve an important part of our cultural heritage.
Genna is a physical game, not for the faint-hearted.
Genna matches can be bruising encounters, so you need to be tough. There's always the possibility of getting hit by the ball. You can lose your teeth or get a black eye.
The wooden ball is made from the hard roots of a tree.
But mostly it's made from a eucalyptus tree.
In this encounter, the Eastern Lions were taking on the Western Tigers. The captain of the Tigers is Zaudi Kebede.
Welcome back. You're watching ABC World. Member of Ethiopian House of People's Representative Mohamed Al Arousi pointed out that Ethiopia and develop at their expense. According to the Member of Parliament, multiple accesses to the sea is a regional and economic opportunity for Ethiopia, adding that the country can contribute to peace just as it has been contributing for many years in Africa. Tigist Sarnesa has the following from Ethiopian News Agency.
Member of Ethiopian House of People's Representative Mohamed Al Arousi stressed that the country, in its endeavor to attain development, has always been taking into account the concerns of neighboring countries and seek regional integration through negotiation that benefit the peoples of the region. According to the Member of the Parliament, the concern of neighboring countries was taken into consideration and weighed against the need for seaport, which is an existential issue for Ethiopia with 120 million populations. Multiple accesses to the sea is a regional and economic opportunity for Ethiopia, he pointed out, adding that the country can contribute to peace just as it has been contributing for many years in Africa. It will inevitably be a force that maintains the security, safety and stability of ports as well as international seas and corridors, Mohammed noted. However, the Member of the Parliament cautioned that even if the relationship between Ethiopia and Somalia is historical and the decision makers have both appreciation and understanding of the issue, there are spoilers which try to harm Ethiopia. They are doing this not out of love for Somalia, but out of hatred for Ethiopia that's focused on development, he underscored. The international community must therefore understand Ethiopia's aspiration for development and regional integration and welcome the agreement. The move should not be viewed as targeting anyone's economy or sovereignty of countries, he underscored, urging countries to cooperate in this issue by rejecting the spoilers that are trying to drag the region into war and instability. Mohammed further recalled that Ethiopia has been one of the few countries that maintained peace in the region and beyond. Neighboring countries must take this into account and understand Ethiopia's concern, as the country is not targeting anyone but seeking to achieve regional and diplomatic balance and peace. While there has never been objections to military bases in the region and not considered as violation of sovereignty, blocking Ethiopia's endeavor for development is irrational and illegal, the Member of the Parliament noted. He said that there's misunderstanding of Ethiopian position in order to impose pressure on the country, and the stress that everyone must direct force against the common enemy that's working to destabilize the continent and bring it into wars and conflicts under many names. Mohammed finally urged Ethiopia and Somaliland to continue strengthening diplomacy, contain opponents, achieve the ultimate goal of their peoples, and be a force that unites the countries and does not divide them.
And